I just want to give a real good shout out and thank you to Golden Sunrise Pharmaceuticals. Keep doing what you're doing. We need you. Your dedication means a lot to us. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Hello there. My name is Sheldon Reynolds, former guitar player for many groups, most notably Earth, Wind and Fire. I originally come from Ohio, live in Los Angeles nowadays, and love music and love to make people happy. I'm not always one to talk about myself, but I find a great joy in what I do because it has helped people's lives. So that's why I'm here now, to try to help someone else's life. 8 years ago, give or take, I was starting to feel a little shaky. It was due to what I would later on find out as Parkinson. At a certain point, it got to the point where I was feeling really unbalanced and lethargic and all the things that sort of come with it in a subtle way, as if I wasn't all myself in terms of overall physical ability and just sturdiness, sluggishness, all that stuff. I did remember, because the founder of Earth, Wind and Fire, Maurice White, who is now passed on, he had been through that when I first met him. And I started wondering if this was the same. And I thought it was kind of strange that we're in the same band and we have the same ailment. And finally, my wife, Marilyn, took me to the emergency room and had me checked out. And long story short, I had Parkinson's. At first, I started taking conventional medicine, small doses to try to alleviate it. But at some point, I was in need of better care and, just an overall better medical plan. All jokes aside, it was time to take it serious. I would make jokes about, stopping the shaking and, two guys in Earth, Wind and Fire who had the same, ailment, and how did that happen. But now it was affecting just my performance and overall living. So I decided to search for better doctors and stuff like that. And I eventually have found good doctors and who have been very helpful. The one product that I found really seemed to make at first, unexplainable difference, but I can explain it now a little bit better, was the product called Activate. I thank God for that, because I was starting to shake more, starting to get very unbalanced and stumbling around like I was drunk. And it was pretty funny to watch. I could have got in a couple movies with that acting role. But when I started taking the Activate, the stumbling actually stopped the same day I was taking it. I mean, I took it, a few drops, and I was waiting to, for this to be one of those things I tried, and here we go again, something that didn't work. And I noticed that I could actually stand in one place for as long as I wanted to, or as long as I could, didn't jinx it by getting scared and realizing it and then falling. But I did realize that every time I took it over the next few days, that I would stop stumbling. And I didn't get as much tremor in my wrist and everything else. All I can do is say thank you to these people. I mean, I don't know who else out there is hearing this, but if you're hearing this, it's something to check out. When you're inside your own body and you can't control its, actions, it can be very frustrating. It's not so much painful as much as just frustrating, because you're saying go left or right or whatever, and your body's saying go that way, and you're like confused as to why this is happening. But when I took Activate, all I can say honestly, and it doesn't matter about stardom, celebrity, and fame and all that, it's just a matter of it helped. And I say take it, try it. God bless you.